Master Cordova. It's an honor. I never thought I'd meet you in person.
The honor is mine, Cal. Cere's told me everything. You have demonstrated great bravery and wisdom in the face of overwhelming adversity. You chose well? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
The Empire has claimed the ruins. We'll have to find another rendezvous point.
Unfortunate. But at least the storm covered your tracks. Come. Come, let me escort you inside.
Master Cordova, did you find the Zepho?
Only faint traces of their passage, heading deep into the unknown regions.
Sorry to hear that.
As it goes. Ultimately, that failure inspired me to seek out other Jedi survivors. That search led me back to my old apprentice. How have you been faring, Cal?
That doesn't sound good.
I've had a few scrapes, but I'm still breathing.
And I'm glad for it. I heard some news about a Jedi terrorist on Coruscant not long ago.
You were on Coruscant? Well, the Mantis looks like it's seen better days.
You should see the other guys.
Mustn't keep Cere waiting.
Hold on. I can't believe it.
Cal, are you dreaming?
Sorry, coming.
I genuinely, like, my mouth is dropped. God, I just wanted to see if there's something over here. But the man. Oh my God. I had to lean back for a second. Ito Cordova, bro. Literally following his story. All throughout Fallen Order. And we get to meet him in person. That's insane.
Don't you want to see Cere's archive?
Oh yeah, I want to see Cere's archive. Hold on. What?
It is critical, of course, that our work remains secret.
What work exactly?
Better to ask Cere yourself. Meanwhile, Merrin and I will greet our new arrivals. So, how was the desert?
Cold, stormy, and too many Imperials.
Not my preferred weather forecast. But more common by the day. Where did you weather the storm?
A cave past the old market. Our Spammel friend showed us the way.
You've a habit for making new friends wherever you go.
A survival instinct, perhaps.
I intercepted some Imperial communications. Your reputation is growing.
Was there fear in their voices?
Quite a bit, yes.
Good. How are you feeling?
Better. That tea you brought me was wonderful.
That's crazy. Oh. Little training dummy. Alright. Let's go see Cere. I see.
Just keep trying. It's not like Brother Armai is to break contact. Cal Kestis. Welcome to Jeddah. I knew the storm wouldn't deter you.
You're rebuilding the temple archives.
We're trying. As long as this knowledge remains, the legacy of the Jedi survives.
It's incredible. But something tells me there's more to this than just holobooks.
Yes. We're a part of a network, known as the Hidden Path. We provide safe passage and new identities to those who have been persecuted by the Empire.
Hunted by the Empire, like Jedi survivors?
Very few of us remain. But yes, and Force sensitives, and those who help them.
Why didn't you tell me?
You never asked. Besides, I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
I wanted to prove to the galaxy that the Empire isn't invulnerable. That you can resist. That you have to fight if things are gonna get better. But then they just listen to the propaganda and they pretend they're free anyways.
You chose a hard path.
And it hasn't made a difference.
Well, while the Empire's trained its eyes on you, we've been able to build the network. Find allies. And save lives.
When you left, I thought you'd just given up. I was wrong.
Cal, you were just a child when they sent you off to war. You know, there was a time when I remember that the Jedi were more than just weapons. But we both have our roles to play in this struggle.
But that's why I'm here. Cere.
Will you get a load of this? Hey, Cere, you can't say it ain't short of personality, but kind of creepy, though.
Well, it's good to see you two, Grease. Well, hello, BD.
Okay.
So, how was your time in the desert?
The storm covered our tracks, but the Empire destroyed one of your speeders.
It's a small price to pay for everybody's safe arrival. And who's this?
This is Bodo Kuna. He's a friend.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
This hunk of trouble. Hey, we're all together. Huh?
Yes. Now, what brings you all to Jeddah?
We're searching for a lost planet. Tanalorr, you ever heard of it?
It's on the other side of a deadly nebula called the Kobo Abyss.
Well, our archives are far from complete, but I'm sure Master Cordova's up to the task.
With pleasure.
The trouble is, we're not the only ones looking for this place.
I knew this was sounding too easy.
Guy's name is Dagan Gera. He was a Jedi. Now he leads a band of raiders on the Outer Rim. There's an old temple there. Dagan intends to reclaim it.
A Jedi temple out of the reach of the Empire could mean that there's information there that we don't have in the archive.
I believe I have something. Oh, you're too kind, BD. I'll start with the bad news.
Oh boy, this guy knows his audience.
I found no information related to crossing the Kobo Abyss. However, I found 2 mentions of this Dagan Gera. He had a retreat on Kobo, and records show him frequently visiting a laboratory on its moon.
Okay, we'll check him out.
If you find anything, bring it to me. I am happy to assist further.
Thank you. Both of you.
You're welcome, Cal. I hope you find what you're searching for.
May the Force be with you.
And with you.
Man. Shattered Moon Kobo. Research Tanalorr and the Shattered Moon. Research Tanalorr.
I will escort you back to the Mantis.
So you're not joining us?
I cannot.
Oh, okay.
Master Cordova requested a translation of a later form of the allocution.
Which form?
The Plainsong, brother.
Curious. Very well. Furnish him with the latest redemption.
It isn't my place, brother, but I must request clarification. Why are we granting such a request? The ancients forbid sharing our rituals with outsiders.
Another scroll.
Times have changed. Besides, he is here on Master Jada's auspices. Not dark this, I'll grant you, but hardly an outsider. Do as you are instructed.
Yes, brother.
I suppose you have both studied Oyson's lemma?
Yes, sister.
Indeed, sister.
Then perhaps you will explain to me the paradox of the fifth book.
Oyson explores the antinomy of enlightenment. It's a paradox about the inevitability of cycles.
Explain.
Enlightenment is defined as cycle breaking. But, per the canons, to be enlightened is to suffer the cycle. The more we strive to break the cycle, the more we embody it. But in accepting it, we become enlightened, thereby breaking the cycle.
Indeed. And what do you make of this?
I think the meaning is clear. You can't reason your way to true enlightenment.
Ah. The lemma has confounded scholars for centuries, but to you its meaning is clear.
Well...
Recall the canons. There is no truth but the truth of all things. There is no knowledge but the force of all others. Brother, perhaps you should revisit the fifth book. And while you're there, revisit the preceding books as well.
Yes, sister.
Damn. Why do you get schooled like that? Another scroll.
Let's hang on to this. Cordova said he found you while he was seeking other Jedi survivors.
Yes. Hard to believe that fate brought us together once again after all this time.
Could have used that luck when we were hunting for the holocron.
I know. Luck or fate. I'm just happy my master is alive and here with us.
Yeah.
And determined as ever to tend to the Jedi legacy and resist the Empire.
Ah, Cal. I was hoping we could speak about something. There is a site, quite an ancient one at that, in the northern desert. I visited it during my early days on Jeddah, before the Empire's presence grew.
What kind of site?
One built by those who revered Force users. We know little about them, but I found the experience quite fascinating. Perhaps you will too.
I'll check it out.
Explore the ruins of the northern desert. Okay.
Glad you didn't have to fly through that storm. So, how's it feel to be piloting the Mantis again?
Like being home.
Then why the long face?
It's been too long. My pilot instincts are all off.
I know how hard it is trying to relearn skills you put to the side.
I guess so, huh? Still, I regret ever walking away from the Mantis. Keep thinking I'm gonna slip up.
You walked away when you needed to. I know you'll pick it back up in no time.
Okay, okay. You're a good friend, Cal.
So where are we headed first? Back to Kobo? Or its moon?
Probably the moon.
Let's hit the moon laboratory first.
Alright. Maybe we can find something there to help us cross the abyss.
I gotta see what I can use those Jedi scrolls for.
It's so good to see you, Merrin. What brings you to Jeddah?
I came across a group during my travels. Their goal is to hide Force sensitives from the Empire. Have you ever heard of the Hidden Path?
Sister Task. New shop available.
You're the traveler. Have you found any systems outside the Empire's reach?
Not that I have come across.
There are countless ruins scattered across the high desert. One of them could be a perfect safe house for the path.
Oh, I think this is her. Hello, madam.
Hail, Jedi Knight. I am called Sister Task.
I'm Cal.
Word of your arrival has spread quickly, Noble One. Master Junda holds you in high esteem.
Cere and I have been through a lot together.
Jeddah is brimming with lost artifacts related to your order, among other traditions. Should you happen upon any scrolls or other objects of interest, I would gladly exchange some of the treasures I've unearthed for them.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
We are in your debt, Noble One.
Oh, okay. It's in the
Can't
shop.
hurt to take a look, right?
Okay, some cool Lightsaber pieces. I really don't know what I'd buy from her. Maybe this.
This one.
That was fated for you.
And that one.
This will be useful.
Thank you. The knowledge you've saved is invaluable.
What do you think? Change your style?
You might do that one. That was kind of cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna go to the moon. That is for sure.
Old Aerotech speeder bikes. Never got to ride one.
Can we ride one? Doesn't seem like they'll let me. Solar? That is a cool... That was like a cool BD visor at least. That whole fit looked nice. See about going this way.
Don't you look at that?
This is a whole new world. Shout out Aladdin.
Ah, noble Jedi. Welcome to our archive.
Thanks. It's impressive. What are you working on?
Just studying these totems, recovered from nearby ruins. Many relics have survived the ages, but lifetimes spent unshielded from the desert have scattered much wisdom to the sands.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Nobody ever learned by finding what they were looking for, only by choosing to look for the right things. But you know as much, Enlightened One. Cere speaks highly of you, you know.
She gives me a lot of credit.
Perhaps, but then she is not one to inflate the truth. We Narcus might say that the two of you are united by a concordant thread.
You'll have to explain that one.
Fibers are strongest when braided into rope, yes? Her strength is yours, and vice versa. You understand?
Think so. I've learned a lot from Cere.
That much is evident.
Okay. Scrapyard.
I'm sorry, Jedi. The gate must remain closed. Imperial patrols have been spotted in the region.
I understand.
The patrols should pass soon. When they do, you will be free to come and go as you please.
Oh, okay. Definitely not allowed to go that way. Not yet, at least. Alright, we'll just head back down. There's not many.
Agitating system. A new acquisition, perhaps.
The Talayan hypothesis. I barely slept since it arrived. It directly confutes the history of the Third Mandate. Surely the Mandate could not have produced such a document. It presents a completely distinct dogma.
Oh? Our understanding of the higher mysteries is always in motion. Could the same not apply to those who trod the sands before us?
You think their interpretation of the Force could have been transfigured over the course of a single decade?
People change, sister. Even the ancients.
Hey, Cal. Hold on. I've had this since I started freelancing. It's gotten me out of some bad situations, and I figured it might do the same for you. It's Marin, right? Well, I could get another one if you think you might want it.
No need. Phone.
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
My master always frowned upon using blasters.
You once said it wasn't the weapon that makes you a Jedi.
It's us against the galaxy, Cal. We've got to use every advantage we can find against the Empire.
Thanks, both.
show you how to use it.
Blaster Stance acquired. Cal can now use Blaster Stance in combat. Blaster Stance allows for ranged attacks and upgradable blaster bolts.
A real
Oh,
stormtrooper won't stay still.
Gotta start somewhere. Well, there you go.
Not bad.
Oh, how long have you been working for Cere?
I do not work for.
okay.
My mistake. Relax. Just concentrate. Give it a minute, Benny.
Cal does not like stormtroopers.
Who does?
Impressive.
I think you got it, Cal.
Oh yeah, we about to rock this. Give it up. Oh man, I want to use this. This is cool. I like it. Okay. This is definitely interesting. The way it like works.
This is a smart operation Cere's put together.
Why do you say that?
All this rock? Natural shielding against sensors.
Yeah, and if anyone makes it past all that, the Anchorites have plenty of holobooks to throw at them.
Yeah, you can see how Cere's managed to evade the Empire for so long. She makes her own luck, keeping so much of her power held back to achieve a larger goal.
Yeah. There's definitely more to her than meets the eye.
You two have that in common.
It's nice seeing you again, Merrin.
You too, Cal. Good luck. Perhaps I will still be here when you return.
Hope so. Okay, let's pick our next destination.
Alright, we can either go to the moon or go back to Kobo. We are going to the moon.
Heading to the Shattered Moon. Maybe those anchorites aren't so bad after all.
Didn't you call them weirdos?
That was before Cere told me they're helping those poor refugees hide from the Empire.
That right?
Yeah, working with the group called the Hidden Path. Real hush-hush stuff, so keep it in the family.
Understood.
It was nice to see everyone again.
Yeah, it really was. So, Cordova thinks we'll find out how to cross the Abyss by tracking down Dagon's old haunts?
That's right. You know anything about this laboratory on the moon, Grease?
What am I, a tour guide? I'm a busy Latero. No time to visit broken moons. First Jedi, now this. Oh, believe me, moons are nothing but trouble.
Jedda's a moon. Had no idea.
That is interesting.
This is your captain speaking, inviting you to grab some seat so we can land. Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, just a smidge rusty. You?
A little restless, but we'll be fine.
Oh, listen to you, Mr. Optimistic. Hey, you want to do me a favor? Cut it out. You're giving me a stomachache.
Sure it's not your cooking?
What was that?
We're almost there.
Locals say the moon's haunted.